I attended Ranger School in July of last year. The step-by-step process was I commissioned as an infantry officer as a part of the pipeline. Each unit within the Army and the New York Army National Guard has slots for infantry officers to go to Ranger School. So after I completed BOLIC, which is Infantry Basic Leader course, I requested to my unit to go to Ranger School. At that time, they sent me to a pre-Ranger course, which is called RTAC. That's down at WTC. It's a National Guard driven school. At that school, they kind of teach you and prepare you to endure the rigors of Ranger School. The influence is the peers and mentors that I had prior to joining the Army. I knew a lot of individuals that went to Ranger School and completed it, and they said it was probably one of the toughest times that they had in their careers and in their lives. So I knew at some point throughout my career I wanted to attend it and give it a shot, and I was fortunate enough to pass. One thing that I did not suspect was the preparation that Warrior Training Center gave me, the RTAC course for the actual Ranger School. And that's totally hosted by the Army National Guard, and it prepares you solely for success for that RAP week. The basic bare minimum for Ranger School is being able to pass the RPFT. When I went, it was push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, and a 5-mile run within 40 minutes. Before I was leaving, they were changing the PT test. So it's understanding that you have to be able to pass that PT test on limited sleep, limited food, and limited cognitive thinking. Once you hit that gate, there's many other gates that you're gonna have to continue on, i.e. ruck marching, land navigation, and swimming. Swimming was a very pivotal point for me because I'm not a very good swimmer, but I self-reflected, got better at swimming, and gave it my best shot. The biggest surprise is the individuals of older age that want to attend. As I stated earlier, it was a goal of mine to always attend Ranger School, and you'd be surprised how many 50-year-olds and 40-year-olds have that same aspiration and they don't give it up and they still go for it. Other than that, you're going to be surprised that it's just not an infantry ran only course. You're going to find a bunch of different MOSs, and I think that's what makes the Army great. We're just a culmination of individuals that want to strive for the best. I would say looking back on it, it's realistically changed my focal point of thinking. When I went to the Infantry Basic Leader course, it taught me a lot of how to be an infantry platoon leader. Ranger School taught me how to be an individual as a part of a team, and then a leader when I had to be. But I think the biggest lesson is being an individual team member and doing the individual things that's needed for your team to be successful prior to leading. I would say the best process is if you enlist into the Army, they're going to give you that opportunity. So the selection process is realistically being able to pass whatever the Ranger physical test is at that time, and that's going to set you apart from your peers. It is a marathon, so there's going to be a lot of individuals that want to go home at the end of basic and AIT, but once you commit to staying longer, you're going to understand and know that you will be successful at the end if you put in the time and the effort. Yes, it was very beneficial to me. I think the main thing is understanding at some point you are what you are. You don't realize that until you're, like I said earlier, you're at your lowest. You're gonna be tired, hungry, incapable of forementioning a thought or maybe even processing a sentence because the weather and the conditions are so bad. It allows you to really understand yourself, and it gives time to reflect. I think that's the best thing about the Army National Guard. You can set as many goals as you want, and the Army National Guard will give you the avenue to achieve all of those goals. I do have a few goals remaining, i.e. like airborne school and Pathfinder school, and Army National Guard, especially in New York, has the avenues to provide you those schools. It's definitely been depending on your MOS and things of that nature, but there's certain things like the Best Soldier Award and things of that nature that can also give you the avenues to be that, get that additional skill identifier so you can reach and maintain your goal. But I think that's the best thing about the Army National Guard is we do it part-time, but we do have the same avenues and the opportunities as the active duty component. Well, so the New York Army National Guard has a multitude of positions, being technician positions, full-time ADOS positions, SAD positions. I think within the New York Army National Guard, we have the largest gambit of different roles that you can execute and conduct for your family and to better yourself. So, and whether that's educational goals and things of that nature, I personally obtained my master's degree utilizing benefits from the New York Army National Guard. What's unique about the Army National Guard, especially New York, being that we're so big, there is so many opportunities. And they come so fast and they're so vast. I mean, it's so many benefits that you can benefit from in the New York Army National Guard. I'll start off with the friendships and the memories that you're gonna make is like unparamount. Two, it's the experiences of this past summer. I got to go to Africa, Morocco, and meet and intermingle with a partner force and kind of build that coalition and that rapport. Benefits are VA loan. I personally use it myself. ROTC, that's just a different benefit, getting benefit for education. So it's just a grand gamut of things that you can do to be successful. It's really just picking and choosing what is tailored to you. Even if you wanted to be on a sports team and things of that nature, there's just so much opportunity for growth for people of different dynamics and different cultures. I would just say for anybody that gets to hear this is, if you're on the fence, just do it. Even 6 years, even 3 years goes by in the blink of an eye, and the opportunities just continue to travel by in your life. I think the best thing about this organization is you can do this and whatever else you want to do. You get to serve with individuals that are plumbers to, I think I know somebody that works at NASA. So it's like the weirdest combination of people, but it builds the best memories, the best relationships, and then you can really build the life that you want.